Hello. Hello. Welcome to part 18 of our journey through Healing Wise by Susun Weed. Hey, Heather. Good morning. Glad you can make it, even if it's just for a little bit. We're going to be reading kind of an odd section. Hey, Pansy. Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing a little better stress-wise. But my cat is still in the kitty hospital, so still don't know anything yet. So, oh, you were exploring Etsy. Ooh, that's dangerous, especially if you're looking for tarot decks. So, well, I'm gonna jump right in. We're going to be reading page 52 and 53. And we're talking about the heroic tradition. Yeah, Heather, big trouble there, pretties. Definitely. I mean, like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous up there. And you can, it still has awesome handmade goods. I mean, like, Etsy it's still awesome. So, and I'm so glad to have my shop up there. Although at some point I will have my own website, so that'll be cool. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, so these first two sections that I'm gonna read are really weird, and I feel like it needs more. Yeah, hi Julie. Needs more context. And I don't know, I'm just gonna read it and get your guys' opinions. Yeah, since we're sort of trying to be true to the book and follow it. Yeah, you just read it, Heather. I don't know. I need more context. Like I need more information. So some of these things she's saying is like you just don't drop that and just like not explain. So yeah. Yeah, Heather, I love getting stuff from other countries too. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start with women hating in the heroic tradition. And so all heroic traditions have rules about women. Women represent a real and ever-present danger in the heroic tradition. Women lure us to earthly matters. Women take our minds from the purity of the soul and drag us down into the body, into dirty dishes, dirty diapers, and dirty lust. We are formed of flesh inside of a woman. We are birthed from between a woman's legs. We are nourished and given life by the love and abundance of women, by women's bodies. But the body is sinful and unclean in the heroic tradition. So instead of life givers and life nourishers, women are seen in the heroic tradition as a source of all problems, all pain, all suffering, all sin. When women are verbally honored in the heroic tradition, they are then expected to pick up everyone else's shit because they are spiritually higher or by nature more caring. Putting women on a pedestal is also woman hating. The raw food traditionalists more obviously obviously, than any other heroic tradition, are woman-hating. They are especially adamant. Clean women do not menstruate and do not go through menopause. This assertion is not only an indication of woman-hating, since it is usually malnourished women who experience amenorrhea, which is I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's when you don't have your period. Yeah, Pansy said, I don't like this tradition. Yeah, I don't like it either, but, like, I don't... Yeah, I just don't know, like, I'm not seeing... Like, I don't know where this is coming from. Like, it feels like it needs more context. So this says, but promotes women hater within the women themselves, who then menstruating normally through their own unique women's self cycles as systematic of sickness. We get blamed for everything. Yeah, so this does remind me of some religious traditions. Hi, Summerwallow. How are you doing? Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We are discussing two quite strange bits in the Healing Wise today, which is found on page 52 and 53. So yeah. So that's the only thing that I can think about is that, you know, if anyone else has any ideas of other places that these ideas might show up in our society, in our day-to-day lives, while I read, who is this white young male? This part is even crazier. This white young male is the embodiment of health in the heroic tradition. He does not menstruate. His hair is not gray. His face is unwrinkled. His skin is white. His eyes are blue. The assertion that clean and healthy women do not menstruate implies that a healthy person is someone who does not normally menstruate. That is, a man. Men embody health in the heroic tradition, as they do in the scientific tradition. And rule following see men as healthier. That is more fixed and predictable than women. Purity and cleanliness implies whiteness, and the heroic traditions are very clear that white is right and good and healthy, while black is wrong and bad and sick. Light skin and light hair and light eyes are seen as more spiritual, more pure in the heroic tradition. The heroic image of health is a white male. White hair and wrinkles, according to some heroic traditions, writers, are caused by filth in the body. When the blood, liver, and colon are fully cleansed, they claim the hair will return to its normal color, the wrinkles fade away, and the right diet, the right thoughts, the right existence, the right prayer, explained however differently through the rules of each heroic tradition, will keep you young forever. Heather says, I think women are considered dirty and evil in many fundamental religions. Yes. Yeah, and that's what this reminds me of. Also, quite racist in this section that I just read about the white male. So I just, you just don't pop a lot of racism down in here without any explanation. So, yeah. And I think this is the one point in the book where I'm like, what? I need more. Like, and maybe she'll explain more of, like, why and where she got this from, but it definitely seems very detached. So we're going to move on to something a little more concrete, a little more that we can discuss, and it's that filthy colon. So Heather says, do you think she's trying to open people's eyes? They're not aware. I think so. I do think so, but it's kind of like a shock value, it seems, and and that's fine. She can be very blunt, and I think that's also fine, but I do need more than just like, hey, these guys are a big racist and they hate women. So, right. Yes, Nazi. I know. And I don't think she's, necessarily saying, I mean, maybe Nazis were from this heroic tradition, but yeah, or just people that don't like, other cultures. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack and there, and I don't, so I just wanted to read it, and if anyone has any other thoughts, please let me know, put it down in the comments. But we're just going to go on because I don't have like the I feel like I don't have enough. I feel like she doesn't give me enough context to unpack it, and there's a lot there. And anyway, so maybe we go on. That will, because I just can't believe that all of these people following this tradition feel this way. So, and I have never encountered this, at least the racist part, which is good, I guess. And I understand that the women hating part, the idea of women that are unclean, it's very, as Heather said, very, a lot of religions, fundamental religious groups have that idea. Heather says it's best to read further and see how. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, vampiric, right? Yeah, that's another idea, right? That the vampire, he's all white and young forever, and he probably doesn't go to the bathroom. He probably, is all cleared out in there. So that's interesting. That's really cool idea. Thanks, Pandy. I didn't even think about that idea. So yeah, that was neat. That was very helpful. To couch it in that term, think about it in that way. So yeah, nice. Okay, so that filthy colon. Oh my. Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question, and you guys can think about it as I read. So, what are your thoughts on the colon? And do you agree that the colon is dirty? Why? Why not? So, hold on one second. We're back. Okay. Oh, the vet is calling. I'll have to call them back. Okay. Oh boy. Twilight fan. Julie's a Twilight. Julie is a Twilight fan. I gotta say that I tried to read the books and I could not get through them, but I did watch the movies, and tea is still too hot, and I like them. So, and it went in a surprising way than I thought it would go. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is something different than it all worked out in the end. You never saw the movies or read the books, Heather? Well, I just couldn't get past the books. They were very like, I love some young adult books, but like, man, I just couldn't get through this stuff. But I would watch the movies. You can always go read the books later. There's a whole debate whether you should watch the movies or read the books first, but or you can try to read a book and see if you can't get through it. Definitely, catch the movies. So, filthy colon. Youthful long life promises the heroic tradition. is given to those who follow the rules, atone for their wrongs, and get clean. That is especially important in the heroic tradition to cleanse the body inside and out, to purify the body with astringency, austerities, and sweats, to clean out toxins and fasts with fasts and purges, to clean the blood, clean the liver, and above all, clean the colon. A widespread belief in the heroic tradition of healthcare, especially for the past several hundred years in weight-occupied North America, and for several hundred more in Europe, is that diseases arise from filth in the colon. So Will said, I read and watched. They're good for a one-time experience. Yeah, I think I've seen like the first movie several times. I think I would watch it again. But I don't know. I tend to be more of a Harry Potter fan. And I like vampires because I watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and and I'm reading a book with vampires in it, which I don't have right now here, or I would show you because it's a fun book. Candy says, I'm going to check that out. I can download as an audiobook. Yeah. What other options does a person have besides their colon? Can you explain more, Heather? Many heroic tradition practitioners recommend enemas and colonics as the first line of defense against every problem, from menstrual cramps to cancer. Laxatives and all kinds of intestinal cleansings are recommended as daily fare for well-being and optimum health. To some, it seems that the colon can never be cleansed. An empty colon is about as close to clean as a colon can be. So frequent or regular periods of fasting are encouraged in most heroic traditions. Heather said, I love the movie Only Lovers Left Alone. I haven't seen that, so I'll look that up. You're getting rid of waste if we have to get rid of waste if we eat and drink. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's the so they want us to be anorexic. Well, or believing. So the theory is that I guess it's silly because the colon is our way. Yeah, I mean, my grandmother had colon cancer, and she had a coloscopy bag, and that's not fun. So you want to be able to, you want your colon, you want it working, and you don't want to poo in a bag. But they're just saying, since all bodily functions, according to this tradition, are unclean, that includes your colon, and one way to get it clean are, fasts and purges, and because they're like, well, your diseases sit in there, and they, so it sounds like we all agree that the colon is not dirty. Heather says, now people fast and do enemas to cleanse their colons. So they do. What do you guys think about fasts and enemas in general? Like, do you think they're necessary to do? I mean, maybe not on this level, but do you think they're necessary to do, or not do, and why? Do you think we do you ever need them? Good morning, Killdeer. How are you? Welcome. Silver Wilson, let's see. Pansy had an isomony, like a colonoscopy, but temporary. Right, okay. Okay. Silver Wilson says, certain yoga positions are very helpful for the organ. Pansy says, Some people do coffee enemas. Yeah. Oh, hi, Simon. Welcome. Are you working? Because good morning. We are having quite a weird discussion today because we are on a weird section in Healing Wise by Susun Weed. We are talking about your colon with this heroic healing tradition that feels like your colon and other bodily function. It wants to clean everything out. Like diseases grow in your colon, and the way to good health is to like purge everything and do regular colonics and fasts. And we were just discussing like, well, what does everyone think about that? Or even like, maybe not doing to the level that they're talking about, but do you think any of those are necessary? And why do you think the colon is dirty? Yeah. Heather says, I think fasting is a good thing, but try to tell my stomach that. Right, exactly. Yeah, so I do think like some things are medically necessary, like, you might have to fast before a procedure, like for surgery, or like, if you have some stomach issues, you might be just ending up eating less. You might have to go on a liquid diet for a medical reason. And those are kind of fasts. I do think that occasional fasting is fine, if you want to do that. Simon says, I used to fast 1 day a month, but for spiritual purposes, yes. All religious requirements, yes, exactly. And I think those ideas are great. I think people that, go on vision quests, I believe there are some fasting elements, and everything else. Candy says, rather eat a salad and drink coffee that cleans it out. Been there, done that for surgery. Right, yeah. So where I work, we sell cleanses and stuff like that, and every like January, people come in for them because they're like, oh, I gotta clear out this old shit, like. So these, and I disagree. I disagree. I don't think that you ever have to go on a do that kind of cleansing. And they're definitely straight out of this idea. They come in, they're like, I'm dirty. I'm shaking the table. And it's straight out of this idea. This is where it comes from. And also, let's see, Silver Willow, I can do the salad, but then get bad gas. Embarrassing. Pandy says, I have to fast for certain blood club. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, Heather. Love you. Thank you for coming. Have a good day. Certain blood works. Definitely. Hi, artsy girl Marilyn. Good morning. Welcome. So the gas, I mean, certain veggies like broccoli and cauliflower. So maybe there's something in there that might be causing that. Also, like sometimes cold food can do it. Killdeer, if you maintain a healthy diet, I don't think you need to do cleansing. I agree totally. It's just a waste from your body. It's just, yeah, it's there, it goes out, and and you're always gonna have some poo there. It's just a thing of life. So yeah. But this is this tradition, this healing tradition's belief. So yeah, that's pretty cool. you know, when we were talking about the wise woman tradition, they definitely don't believe this. You know, the wise woman is a very different and believes that, you know, all body functions are necessary and natural and everything else. Now I just need a healthy diet, says Kelsey here. Right, exactly. Exactly. Well, we don't exactly cover that in this book, but it would be cool if we like could cover some you know, healthy diet is a very tricky one, and also like that could be different for many different people because we're all different. So we, you know, like for me, I mean, I had to go back to meat eating for my health reasons, and my body just does better if I have some meat. But other people, you know, they're much better being a vegetarian or even a vegan. So it's very individualized, and an idea. Our society like has this idea where we all try to fit into like a cookie cutter mold, but especially with the wise woman tradition, you're trying to get away from that and do an individualized plan. So everyone has their own diet that's good for their body, that's different from everybody else, because we all have different bodies. So he says, like chocolate. Very healthy. Well, chocolate is healthy, I believe. You know, definitely dark chocolate, probably better than milk chocolate, less sugar. But I mean, that's my thought. You know, I mean, of course, if you're eating like a ton and all the time, maybe not. But so, all right. So we're gonna stop there with this part. And next week we're gonna go on to pukum, hokum, pukum, purgum. So that's on page 53 to 54 here. And we're going to go, yes, no, but as a treat, Pansy, yes, I agree. It is my treat of choice. I love chocolate a ton. I think it's my favorite treat. So we're going to go on to our discussion about nettles. Keep going. We haven't gotten too far with them. So in the kind of the second half of her book, she talks about different herbs, and we are slowly going through nettles. And this is the coloring drawing I did of the nettle plant. If anyone is interested, we do have a Facebook group. So the link is in the description if you want to sort of join the discussion there. Also, I want to let everyone know that if anyone is interested in a free tarot and oracle reading by me, please email me or say that you're interested in the description. It would be a video reading, and I'm looking for some practice. So you know, and it can be private video, or if you are then interested, I would like to maybe put it up on my YouTube channel. Because I found like I learned a lot from watching other readers put their readings on their channels. So I wanted to show my style and maybe help someone else. Oh, thank you, Simon. Yeah, great way to practice. Yeah, I was doing some Tumblr readings, but I figured I would just also offer this to YouTube. So all right, so we're going on to stinging nettles, and we did go over we're going over the leaf and the stalk properties. Whoa. Oh, I gotta switch over to my other book. I've got two books. One is falling apart, so it's a little harder to navigate. So we're going over the leaf and stalk properties. And I'm going to type in we did go over this last week, so, but I'm just going to go over it again because we didn't get too far. So I'm going to type in the herbal actions, and we'll go over them of what the nettle leaves and stalks. And does anyone have any nettles by them? Okay, so those are the herbal actions. And so we've got nutritive. Those are the main actions of the leaves and the stalks. Simon says, not in the city, some down by the canal. Oh, awesome. I'm surprised they're not in the city. They grow well, maybe I'm thinking about mugwort, so maybe not. So that's, yeah, I've seen most of the nettles kind of off the beaten trail. I think they like a quieter environment than some of the herbs that grow like by the roadside. Sorrel says, not in this property, but on a previous one, used to make nettle tea for my garden. Yes, I love nettle tea. It's one of my favorites. And I love it with honey as well. It's like tea with a capital T. It's really dark and really green. It's a real easy one to make as a medical strength tea. And you put I know this is going to be a repeat for some people. You get like 2 handfuls of dried nettle leaf in a mason jar, and you fill it up with boiling water, put the top on. You want to infuse that overnight, and then you strain it out, and it'll be very dark green. And then you're supposed to drink like 4 cups a day. So like maybe not the most convenient way to take nettle as a medicinal, because they do have, you can do a tincture, you can do a capsule. But it's cool if you want to experience the taste. You know, you'll be able to experience the plant a little closer, a little more way to get to know the plant as making it as a tea. And then if you put honey in it, makes it yummy. Silver willow, it's great nitrogen to water your garden with, like fertilizer. Yes, in fact, Susun Weed has a recipe for that. If I can find it. Yeah, Green Goddess, plant food, and Sister Spinster's all-purpose insecticide. So it's 1 ounce dried nettle, 1/4 pound fresh nettle, or 1/4 pound fresh nettles, 4 cups / 1 liter water. And so guys, I apologize because I meant to be putting some of this stuff on the Facebook group, scanning them in, and so everyone can have the recipes. But this week, since my cat is in kitty hospital, I haven't done that. So, but I'll read the instructions, and I swear I'll put it up. Pour boiling water over nettles in a quart / liter jar and let steep overnight. This recipe may be increased at will. We keep a 55-gallon drum near the greenhouse and gardens filled with water, nettle leaves, comfrey leaves, and other weedy inspirations, all tightly lidded to contain the smell. Guys, can you hold on? I'm sorry. It might be about my kitty. Hold on 1 second. I normally will not do this. Hold on. Hello? Hey. Okay. Okay. I'm super live right now, so. Okay. I will. Okay. Guys, I super hate to do this, but that was my husband, and we got a call from the vet, and it doesn't sound great about our kitty. He's been having kidney issues, and he's been like the kitty hospital for a week. So I'm gonna have to call him back and talk to him. But thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. He really needs it. I just, it's one of those things where like he suddenly gets sick, and you know, Simon, don't worry, Lily B. What do you need? Oh, thank you guys. So we will return next week and continue our discussions, and I swear I will try to get recipes and all this other awesome nettle stuff to the Facebook group, so y'all could look at that and print it out, download it, whatever, if you don't have the book. And yeah, go see Kitty Loves Hugs. Oh, thanks, Kildare. Okay, have a great day. Are you around? I got this friend. Oh, thank you. All right, guys. Yeah, so next week, I hope you guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye, everyone.